What's up, y'all? It's me, Angie B, back again with another video. And today I'm just going to be talking about the year 2020 and all of the things that I experienced or went through mentally throughout the year. The United States, better yet, the entire world has gone through a lot this year, just with the pandemic alone. So I'm just gonna tell y'all, or talk to y'all, have a little conversation. I find this very therapeutic to me when I'm transparent with you all about how 2020 went for me, because boy, was it a doozy, okay? So, yeah, let's get started.
Drop it.
Happy New Year, Happy New Decade. I turned 21 this year. You know how we going up? And I turned 18.
How we going up?
And I'm grown. What? I was coming out again.
So as you just watched, that was how I started out 2020. I was excited. I was like, yo, I'm about to turn 21 this year. We about to have fun at school. I had just gotten into the whip of things at state. I was like, you know, in some of my best mental space I've ever been in my life the start of this year. I was just excited. We about to hit a new decade. It's my 20s, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just ready. And then when the March happened, boy, did I go through some things mentally. You know? So first of all, who told March to last like a whole year by itself? The start of March, I can just remember it like it was our last week of freedom. Yes, it was. We went on spring tour with the choir. That was our spring break. Then we came back to state, you know, for classes. We went to classes about half that week, and they canceled all our events. I was crying. Scratch that. I wasn't crying when they canceled the events, because I was like, we still gonna be on campus. We gonna have some things to do. We gonna make it happen. No, when they sent us home, I started crying. I was like, no, I don't want to go home. My college days being cut short. Yada 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 yada. But no, they canceled Braysha and Lady Cougar's game that same day. Put us in a state of emergency. Like, yo, too much was going on. So when they told us we was going home, this is the second week of March. It's March 12th, matter of fact, you know, we had a little quarantine cookout at Virginia State our last day there. It was so much fun. I missed it. And then we came home, and we didn't have school that week because the teachers were trying to like plan how we were going to transition to virtual. And then the last week and a half of March, like all of that happened. I swear it felt like a year, y'all. I got on TikTok. I was like, yo, what? It's too much happening. I won't too bad, because I was like, you know what? We're going to be back in school August. Bruh. We ain't go back to school. It was another semester of virtual school. So, you know, that mentally messed me up as well. But let me go in order, see what some events of how this year happened, okay? So, I won't too bad when classes started, basically April. Like, I was like, okay, let's just get it over with. You know, a lot of the teachers ain't really know what they was doing. Like, it was just thrown together. It just caught us all off guard. So, when classes stopped, that was when I low-key went through a season of depression. I'm a person that likes to be on the go. I'm a people person. So when they telling us, you know, stay in your house, don't go anywhere, don't do nothing, that really took me in a place I'd never been before. I always love speaking to people, giving somebody a hug. What's up, bro? You know, it's like, no, we couldn't do none of that. So, you know, I felt like, you know, the phone is one of the greatest creations out here. So I was really utilizing the phone, staying on social media, FaceTiming my friends, on the phone with my friends it was a different friend almost every day. I was just trying to keep in contact with. But a little, like, mental setback happened in my head with one individual. He remains nameless. And I just felt like I needed to like find myself, find my own peace, kind of go ghost on everybody. But I let everybody know that I was talking to on the regular, like, yo, I'm trying not to be on my phone as much. I don't even feel like talking on the phone. Like, and if you know me, not talking is not me. Like, I like to talk. So I told all of them, I was like, y'all, I'm just not gonna be talking to nobody for a while.
My memory.
And I did that for like a month. I was still on social media, but it was just like to post, not to watch other people's stuff. Because that's where comparison comes in. Like, you see what everybody else is doing out here, and you're like, dang, why I'm not doing that? When we're literally in the middle of a pandemic. So why are we trying to compare what someone else is doing, what resources they have at home, all of that good jazz, right? So I was just like, I'm going on a little mental break from social media, from the phone. I didn't talk to nobody for a month, and I kind of started liking it. I was like, I know I'm not starting to become antisocial, because that is against me, like what I've grown up to be. I love talking, like I said. Hence why I'm talking to y'all on my little TV show, okay? But yeah, I did my little mental break from everything and everybody. Slept, because first of all, prior to this pandemic, your girl didn't sleep. Like last summer, I had 2 jobs. I take 18 credits every semester. I'm in organizations. Like, sleep wasn't a part of my, yes, I went to sleep, but not getting 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours of sleep. So I slept a lot this pandemic, and it was well needed. It was well needed. But like I said, I'm always a person that likes to stay on the go. Like when in high school, I always had my plate full. College, it was full enough. It wasn't as full as high school because I knew I wanted to have a social life. Not to say I didn't have one in high school, but I wanted more of one in college. So I believe in keeping my mind busy. And my folks didn't want me to work because of the pandemic, as they should, stay safe, whatever. But I didn't work, so I was like, yo, I'm literally going crazy looking at the 4 walls every day. Like, this is not what I'm used to. So I was like, yo, I need to occupy my mind with something. And that's when I decided to start the brand, High Maintenance. Which, that's one of my babies. That's my baby. That's my first side hustle or whatever. But that's the reason that I started. It was my quarantine project. It gave me something to wake up for. It gave me something to make me believe in myself again. I felt useless. Yeah, I guess that's what I want to say. I felt like I was of no use. I felt like my purpose in this world had kind of went away when the pandemic came. I was like, dang, like, I'm just here. I'm literally just here. So that was a lot I was going through mentally. Like, I considered therapy. I was like, yo, and y'all know black people don't really like to do therapy. But I was strongly considering it. I low-key started something last month with a pastor, local pastor, and I believe it's doing great for me, and I've only done it for a week. So, yeah, y'all gotta talk these problems out, y'all, because you will go crazy. So, I launched the business like August. My goal was to get it done before school started, but things don't always go as we plan. It's all in God's plan. But I talked about that in a previous video. But I started that, very successful the first month, and then boom, guess what, y'all? Something else to try to take me back mentally. Because when the devil see you doing good and you starting to change, like, I was in a happy place. I was like, okay, I'm kind of accepting the fact that we're still in a pandemic. We're wearing masks everywhere. I can't really see my friends like that. So when the devil sees that you're, getting back to a place of a happy place, content, that's when he tries to throw something back at you. Y'all, I got hacked. Not on social media. Forget social media at this point. Like, that was the least thing I was worried about. I got hacked. My laptop got hacked. My bank accounts got hacked. My life got hacked. Like, that really messed me up. I was crying for a week straight, y'all. I still, get a little shaky about it, because, 2020, really? Come on. You done threw everything you could at me right now. And then this, I couldn't do no work for school for like a week and a half. So I'm a week and a half behind school, and y'all know me. I like to be on my P's and Q's when it comes to school because, you know, I'm on a scholarship. I got goals to reach, and I feel like having a good GPA is gonna get me there a little bit quicker, but I don't know. But anyway, I couldn't do work for like a week and a half. I was trying to do it on my iPad, but some things weren't compatible with it for accounting and yada yada yada. It was just stressful. I was trying to get the bank stuff straight. There's just a lot happening. But I forgot to tell y'all this, y'all. So when I got hacked, I was probably in the lowest valley I've ever been this year. And God is so funny. He has a sense of humor, y'all. This should be a video on its own, that's what I'm about to tell y'all. But like my relationship with God, I believe it got a little stronger this pandemic, this quarantine, but especially after I got hacked. You know how it's so bad that we look to God when we're at our lowest. And when we're at a good point in our life, it's just like we put God on standby until something goes wrong. So I was like not at peace. I was just sad. I was like, yo, my life, bro. Like, somebody tried to steal my life and I didn't know what to do. No one knew what to do. So, and that's when I started reading the Bible, y'all. And I'm a church girl. I've been to church all my life. But I said it's a difference from going to church and being the church. Like, one thing this pandemic has taught us, because we haven't been able to go to church and be face to face, was that God is not the building. We are the people who are supposed to spread his message, point blank period. Like, a lot of us look for Sunday to be the day we worship, when we should be doing that every day. So, like I said, when I got hacked and I was at my lowest point of this quarantine, depressed, everything, just crying. I'm getting chills thinking about it right now. Because every day it just got worse. It was just something new popping up. But that's when I started reading the Bible. And I went to church, like I said, but I wouldn't be there mentally when the preacher would start preaching. I would just sing, and sometimes I would leave after I'm done singing in the choir. Forgive me, Lord, for I know the wrong I have done. But deliverance is a process. Like, I literally just went to church for that. Or if we're eating, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay, but I'm not listening. And that's so terrible. That is literally terrible. But like I said, this quarantine, I've gotten a little closer to God. I started watching Pastor Mike Todd, and I watched literally just the sermon portion. I could care less about the singing, and that's what I used to do, you know, growing up. Like, oh, I'm just here for the choir. I'm just here for the praise dance, you know what I'm saying? But I'm listening to the actual preach word, like, yo. So I think that's a good transition. And like I said, I'm reading the Bible. I didn't even know the back of the Bible had plans to where you could apply what's written in the Bible to real life situations. So, I mean, they have everything back there for peace, anxiety, depression, love, relationships. All of that stuff is in the back of the Bible, in the plans. And I'm saying, like, I have streaks with the Bible. So, I don't know if y'all noticed, but on iPhone, it, like, has your most used apps on, like, that first page to the left. I don't know. But the Bible became one of my most used apps at the end of this year. And I'm, like, so proud. Now, the next thing I gotta work on with God, and he know, I'm trying to work on praying. It's like, when you do one thing good, you stop doing another thing. That's how it was in class. When you get I don't like B's, but when I had a B in one class, I would work extra hard to get that B up to an A, and then here go another class trying to drop. So right now I'm reading the Bible, but now I'm not praying at the drop. So now I'm trying to get them to be a little bit more, level, because, you have not because you ask not. If you're not talking to God, he's not going to give you the blessing that you need because you ain't praying, y'all. So, yeah, I'm reading the Bible, but now I got to start praying. And of course, I sing all the time, so, I incorporate gospel music in my tunes every day, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Once that battle was over, maybe a month later, I was getting ready for my 21st birthday, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had me a little photo shoot. That's all I wanted to do this year, given the circumstances. Of course, I wanted to, turn up with my friends, but that's not reasonable in this type of life we're living, and everybody be doing their own thing. So yeah, I had my little photo shoot, and I was pleased with it. I got a little fat this quarantine. We're not gonna talk about that, but you can see that in the pictures. But I still look good regardless. Like, I look good right now because self-love is the best love, period. But yeah, I turned 21. 21. But yeah, that was a highlight. Like, November was a great month. Can't complain. The only thing that really hurt towards the end of the year was not being able to have the holidays with my family. Like, I'm not used to it just being the immediate family in the house. Like, that just felt so awkward. We just sitting at one table when in real life, if this pandemic wasn't here, all my 80 cousins and aunts and uncles and everybody would be at this house, and we'd be having a good old time, talking smack against each other, watching sports, football, Redskins versus Cowboys, Steelers, all of that. Everybody be wearing their gear, we take pictures, we play games, so I miss that aspect of life this year. I mean, we had Zoomsgiving and Zoomsmas, but it don't touch regular life. Like, I miss my family, I miss my friends. Like, every time I watch something, like a memory on social media, on Snapchat, I'm just like, I can't believe we're walking around with masks on. Like, what in the world? Like, I literally caught myself tearing up when I was watching The Best Man, the first one, and they were doing an electric slide. Y'all, I was like, I miss doing an electric slide in a big group of people, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm really cherishing the memories that I've had prior to this year. This year has caused a lot of us to slow down. I do believe I did need to slow down a little bit. But not to the point I'm like, tortoise in the hair. Like, I do believe that, God does everything for a reason. I'm still not sure why we're in the middle of a pandemic. I believe if this went away altogether, half of the world's problems would go away that are in the households. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand. But Pastor Mike Todd said, faith begins where understanding ends. So I'm like, I don't understand why we're in this pandemic, Lord. But I believe you're going to bring us out of it sooner rather than later.
Finally came back.
Because, y'all, I'm in my 20s. And I wanted to live for real in my 20s. Like, I wanted to travel. And, have a little girl trip with my friends and everything. So this is setting us back. But I do believe that God will provide ways and finances and time when this is all over for me and my friends to go have some fun outside of Virginia. Okay. But yeah. So, before I end the video, I always give my little and word of the day, So I feel like 2020 has all taught us something. And that was just to cherish all of the memories that we have with people, because people are going left and right, y'all. It ain't funny. Please check on your people, love on your people, pray for your people, pray for traveling mercies, all of that good stuff. Because if 2020 ain't taught us nothing, it was just to cherish everything you have. It taught us to be grateful for the life that we used to live prior to this year. Man, like, this year has been a roller coaster. Think stuff going well. Here come a second wave. And I'm like, shoot, when did we get out the first wave? But literally, if Corona would just go away, which I'm believing Corona to go away, I feel like we will enter some better mental places. I'm believing that God's going to do that miracle. I hope y'all believe it with me, and I hope y'all were just praying every day. When I say grace, I'm like, Lord, and please don't let us catch Corona. Like, add those things. Please let Corona end one day, Lord. Like, all of those things. So, sidebar, y'all, I'm wearing lashes today. Like, for real lashes. Deja, Brianna and Brandy will be so proud of me right now. But anyway, yes, y'all, that's my answer of the day. And I'm just praying for a better 2021. Because 2020 most definitely brought the good, the bad, the ugly, and the sad out of everyone. Like, it's just so crazy. And I'm trying not to dwell on it. I'm trying to think positively for next year. And I hope that this second wave, I pray that this second strand or whatever's coming from the UK don't get over here. Because we ain't even set hold of this first strand. Like, oh my goodness. But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all have a great 2021. And I hope you learned something from 2020. Because in every mess, there is a message. In every test, there is a testimony. So I hope you learned something. And I hope you can grow from this year. And I just pray that 2021, we don't even know what God's about to do in our life. And when you let God do the rest, our little imagination of what God can do ain't nothing of what he gonna do, okay? So y'all have a great day. Y'all wear your mask, because ain't nothing changed. Drink your water, because the more you drink, the more you shrink. And, yeah, wear your mask, stay safe. Drink your water, mind your business, all that good stuff. Y'all have a great one. Bye.